When is the right time to have sex with her? Oh man, this is a burning question I get a lot, especially with men that are very attracted to their partner. I have to say this, guys. Anytime I've ever advised anyone who wants to have a long-term relationship, I always advise that you wait at least 30 days or at least after you've had 4 serious dates. I'm not talking about a coffee date. I'm talking about an opportunity to really spend time with her, get to know her, and know that you guys are on the same page. Most matchmakers will advise to wait as long as you can for sex. Do not have sex with her on the first date. Now, is this a hard and fast rule? Not really. In fact, some people will argue they had sex with their wife or husband on the first date and everything's great. However, statistically, it is proven that people who have sex or engage in sexual activity right away have less likelihood of staying in a long-term relationship. And in fact, the longer you wait to have sex with a woman, the higher the probability that you are going to stay in a long-term relationship. I wonder what the correlation is. I think part of that is knowing that you're not rushing into this, and that when you value a woman and she's worth waiting, she feels that. And actually the sex is so much better when you can combine the physical attraction with the mental attraction. So the right time to have sex with her, first of all, is when you're both ready. You cannot have sex with her if you're the only one ready and she feels pressured to have sex. And the other part is don't feel obligated to have sex because she's ready to have sex and you're not. I've had that situation. I don't just think that men are the one that automatically want to have sex right away. In fact, guys, I know that there are women that are eager and willing to have sex with you right away. So in those cases, again, no judgment, but if you know that delaying sex and waiting for sex until you've built an emotional intimacy and physical chemistry, it's going to be so much better for the experience and you're going to create a tighter bond. Waiting to have sex is an incredible experience and it allows you both to have that anticipation. In fact, there are, let's face it, there's other things that you can do other than intercourse and making out, touching each other, teasing each other before you have sex is also a way to kind of increase that anticipation and literally have her begging for more. And in fact, you will probably be thinking about it. And when that moment comes, I'm sure it's going to be incredible. So the best time to have sex is when you're both ready. The other thing you want to establish is making sure that you agree on what's the relationship going to look like after you have sex. Sometimes there's 2 different things. There's an assumption that by having sex, you're automatically in a committed relationship. Is that the case? Are you both on the same page when it comes to having sex? The other conversation you may want to have before is, do you have exclusivity? Are you going to be having sex with other people? Is she going to continue to have sex or is she having sex with anybody else? And how would that make you feel if she were? So you want to maybe have that exclusivity conversation or to say that you're on the same page, knowing that once you have sex, and women typically bond greater emotionally and physically after having sex. There is something about oxytocin, and it is the bonding cuddle hormone that has you guys feel like, I'm in love. And when you couple that with lust and hot sex and great sex, oh my goodness. If all of a sudden the next day you're on a date with someone else, that could cause a lot of upset. So make sure that if you're going to have sex and you're both ready, that you're also both on the same page about what your relationship is going to look like after you have sex and what your relationship could look like if the sex is bad. Because guess what, guys? The first sexual experience may not be rockets, flying and everything, going great. It could actually be terrible. And so you want to be able to have the open conversation about what that would look like if you need more practice. So there you have it, guys. I hope that was helpful. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. If you have more questions, let me know. And if you'd like to work one-on-one, complete the link in my profile or go to carmeliaray.com.